Today's workout is a 25-minute bodyweight strength workout. We have a 5-minute warm-up and cool down, 15 intervals, no repeats, 40 seconds on, 20 off. Make sure that you hydrate and rest as needed. Starting our warm-up off with arm swings, you want to stand tall and you're going to alternate crossing one arm above the other. Switching over to alternate arm raises, you want to begin with both palms facing behind you, and you're going to alternate raising that arm all the way up above your head, trying to get a full range of motion in that shoulder. It's important that if you feel pain during this exercise, that you stop immediately and don't push past. Only go as far as you can go. Moving on to shoulder rolls, you want to make sure you keep that tall stance. You're going to move those shoulders in a circle forward and then in a circle backward. Bring those feet to about shoulder width apart. Bring those arms right in front of your chest, and you are going to rotate to one side and then rotate to the other. Make sure that your core is engaged and that as you do that rotation, you feel that squeeze on the side you're on, and try your best to keep your hips facing forward. For our next exercise, we want our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. We want the core engaged, and we're going to lower down into our squat. Make sure that the chest is up facing the wall in front of us and not down towards the floor. As we come up from the squat, we want to bend over to the side and feel that stretch, and then come back down into another squat and bend to the other side. For our lateral lunges, you're going to bend one knee, hinge from the hip, make sure that you're keeping that chest up, and then you're going to get a rotation in for the spine. If you can't reach that opposite hand to the floor, you can always rest it on your leg and only rotate as far as you can comfortably. For our next exercise, which is butt kicks, we are going to alternate bringing the heel of our foot to the same glute. If you want to up the intensity here, you can always pick up the speed and get your heart rate up a little bit more. We're getting those hamstrings ready for the work they're about to do. Bring your hands high above your head, palms facing forward. As you bring one hand down, you're going to reach for the toes of the opposite foot. If you're not able to reach your toes, feel free to reach for your shin or your knee or just any space in front of you. If you're not able to keep your leg as straight, you can also bend your knees as needed. Bring your feet to about shoulder width apart, those fingertips behind the head, and you're going to hinge from the hips with a slight bend in your knees. Make sure that you're keeping your core engaged, and as you come up, you're squeezing those glutes behind you. For ankle circles, if you need to use the wall or a piece of furniture to stabilize your balance, please do so. We're going to start with one foot, drawing a circle with our toes clockwise, and then switch to counterclockwise, and then switch and do the same thing on the other foot. To set up for our half push-up, we're going to come to our knees, leaving those toes tucked. You want your wrists directly below your shoulders, those elbows coming out to about a 45-degree angle, and as always, keeping your core engaged. As you lower down, you want to bring those elbows to about a 90-degree angle, chest to the floor, and make sure that you're keeping your head, neck, and spine in alignment. Begin in a half kneeling position. You want that front leg at a 90-degree angle, the knee right above the heel of the foot, and then you're going to stand tall, driving through the heel of your foot. The trailing leg is going to be the first leg that you lower as you come back down. Lying flat on your back, you want to make sure to tilt that pelvis upwards towards the back, feet flat on the floor, fingertips behind your head, and you're going to crunch upwards. We're not trying to bring the chest towards the knees. I want you to think about moving upwards towards the ceiling and squeezing those abs as you come up. When you lower back down, make sure that that lower spine stays in contact with the mat and that we are not arching the back. Also, remember to not pull on your neck here. We're just lightly resting our fingertips against the back of our heads. Come into a seated position with your feet flat on the floor. You want to make sure that your hands are about shoulder width apart, and as you raise that body upwards, you want to make sure that those elbows are going straight back and not out to the sides. Remember to keep your shoulders down and back away from the ears to prevent hunching. Lying back down on the ground, you want to tilt your pelvis back towards your back, those feet about the width of your mat, and you want to have your toes pointed outwards. As you raise your glutes, you want to squeeze them on the top of the motion, and also think about keeping your spine neutral, so a straight line from your hips down to where your neck begins. Place your hands under your hips for stability and bring your knees to about a 90-degree angle. Think about curling your pelvis upwards and engaging those lower abs as you lift your hips and your lower back off of the mat. Make sure you lower back down slowly and that you feel this in your core. You want the motion coming from the abs and not momentum from your legs. Turning over to a half plank position from your elbows and knees, you want to make sure that those elbows are below your shoulders, your core is engaged. You can leave your toes tucked if you like, and you're going to alternate coming onto the hands. You're going to push through the palm of your hand and then lower back down onto the elbows. Keep your core engaged and keep your neck and spine in alignment. Lie down on your left side, crossing that right leg in front. You can also support yourself on your elbow if you like. You're going to point your toe and raise that left leg up as high as you can. As you come up, you want to make sure that you squeeze that inner thigh and also that you're remaining stable and not rolling forward or backwards on that hip. Lying on your back with your feet flat on the ground and your knees bent, you're going to lift the shoulders off of your mat. You want to make sure that your core is engaged and that you are holding this crunching motion as you reach for the heels of your feet, moving from side to side.
Walk up in the spot, they be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Walk up in the spot, they be like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
For arm circles, you can be in any position that you like. You can sit cross-legged, you can stand, you can kneel, but make sure that you bring your hands to about shoulder height. You're going to make a circle around that shoulder joint moving forward. Make sure that you're staying mindful and you're not letting those arms drop as you get through. Halfway through, let's switch to moving backwards. time to hit the right adductor. You're going to lay on your right side, supporting yourself on your elbow. Cross that left leg in front, and you're going to raise your right leg with that toe pointed forward as high as you can. Make sure that as you raise the leg that you're squeezing that inner thigh. Coming into all fours, you want those knees below the hips, the hands below the shoulders. You're going to raise your left arm and your right leg, bring it back, and then raise the right arm and the left leg. Make sure that your core is stable and that your back is not arching as you raise your limbs. Keep in mind here that we want to stay stable and make sure that we aren't shifting our weight to the leg that's still on the ground. And we also want to bring that leg to about hip height and the arm to about shoulder height. Come into a standing position, feet about shoulder width apart. You're going to hinge from the hips, bend the knees if you need to, and we're going to come into a half plank because we are modifying throughout this workout. As you come out of that plank, you can remember to bend the knees on your way up, and then we're going to come into a torso rotation on one side. Complete another modified inchworm, and then do a torso rotation on the opposite side. Standing with your feet about hip width apart, you want to cross one leg behind you at a diagonal, and as you lower down, bring that forward leg to about a 90-degree angle. Return to the standing position and switch to the other side. Lying on your belly with your arms straight out in front of you, palms down, you're going to raise an arm and the opposite leg at the same time. You want to make sure that as you raise your leg and your arm, you squeeze that lower back. Make sure that you keep your head, neck, and spine in alignment. And if you want to intensify this exercise, instead of resting before you switch to the opposite side, you can hover your legs and your arms the entire time. Lying on your belly still, bring those elbows to about a 90-degree angle with the hands directly below your elbows and push through those palms of your hand, raising the torso off of the ground. Make sure that you squeeze your glutes to help support your spine and feel that stretch in your front abs. Starting on your hands and knees with your feet together, you're going to sink those hips back and sit on the heels of those feet with your arms directly in front of you and rest your head on the floor. You want to make sure that you are feeling this stretch in your shoulders and your chest. Lie flat on your back with the right leg extended. You're going to bring the left knee to the chest. If you want to make this a deeper stretch, you can also think about bringing that knee to your armpit. Bring your left knee across the right leg. If you can get it to touch the floor, that's fine. If it has to hover, that's fine as well. And you want to look towards the left side. You should feel that rotation in your lower back. Switch sides now, bringing the right leg to the chest with your left leg extended. If you want to make this deeper, you can bring the knee to your armpit. Bring the right knee over to the left side and look over your right shoulder. Stand back up with your feet about hip width apart. You're going to bring the heel of that foot to the left glute. You want to feel that stretch in the front of your leg, your quad, and if you need to hold on to a wall or a piece of furniture for balance, make sure that you do that. Think about pushing that hip forward so you can feel the stretch. Same thing on the right side. Bring that right heel to your right glute. You want to keep that knee directly below the hip joint, and if you need to hold on to something for balance, make sure that you do so. Switching to the arms now, you're going to take that left arm, bending at the elbow and reaching down between your shoulder blades. You're going to gently pull right above that elbow to feel the stretch in your shoulders and your tricep. Switch to the right arm, bend at the elbow, reach down between those shoulder blades, pull gently right above that elbow and feel the stretch in your tricep and your shoulder.